Hello everyone, I am Dr. Sirajul Faizi. I welcome you in my YouTube channel. Today in this video, I am going to talk about dyes, organic dyes. So let us we start today's topic, dyes, and I hope this video will be helpful to you. Friends, dyes are colored organic compounds that are used to impart color to various substrates including papers, leather, fur, hair, drugs, cosmetics, waxes, greases, plastics, and textile materials. A dye is a colored compound normally used in solution which is capable of being fixed to a fabric. You can see here the color. Now friend, to be used, dyes must possess the following four properties. First one, color. Second one, solubility in water. Third property is ability to be absorbed and retained by fiber or to be chemically combined with it. And fourth, ability to withstand washing, dry cleaning, and exposure to light. Friends, the dye has a color due to the presence of chromophore. Now, what is chromophore? So, dyes has a color due to presence of chromophore and its fixed property to the acid or basic groups such as hydroxy, SO3H, NH2 and NR2. Chemistry people know very well. The polar oxochrome makes the dye water soluble and binds the dye to the fabric by interactions with the oppositively charged groups of fabric structure. Friends, now I will discuss about classification of dyes. You know that there are several ways for classification of dyes. Each class of dye has a very unique chemistry, a structure, and particular way of bonding. While some dyes can react chemically with the substrates, forming strong bonds in the process, other can be held by physical forces, and some of the prominent ways of classifications are classification based on the source of materials, classification based on the source of materials, classification of the dyes based on the nature of their respective chromophores, and classifications by methods of applications. So we have based on nature of chromophore, we have methods of application, we have source of materials. Now friends, classification based on the source of materials. A very common classification of the dye stuff is based on the source from which it is made. According the classification could be natural dyes or synthetic dyes. This is very well known. Either natural dyes or synthetic dyes. Now friend, you can see here natural dyes. What is natural dye? What is natural dye? Natural dyes are dyes or colorants derived from plants, in invertebrates, or minerals. The majority of natural dyes are vegetables dyes from plants sources. You know the examples: roots, berries, bark and leaves and wood. Other organic sources include fungi and lichens. Now friends, you know synthetic dyes. Almost all the color that you see today are synthetic dyes. Synthetic dyes are used everywhere in everything from clothes to paper, from food to wood, and this is because they are cheaper to produce, brighter, more color fast, and easy to apply to fabric. Friends, you know the example: acid dyes, azo dyes, basic dyes and mordant dyes, and these are the synthetic dyes. Now friends, classifications of dyes based on chromophore presence. You know the chromophore is a functional group. Dyes may be classified according to type of chromophore present in their structure. Nitro and nitroso dyes, azo dyes, tri-aryl methane dyes, anthraquinone dyes and indigo dyes. Now friend, nitro and nitroso dyes. These dyes contains nitro or nitroso groups as the chromophore and the OH as the oxochrome. A few examples are, you can see here, naphthol yellow 5 and mordant green 4. You can see the functional group NO2 group present in first and NO group present and OH group present in mordant green. Now friend, what is azo dyes? Azo dyes. Azo dye is a large class of synthetic organic dyes that contains nitrogen as the azo group. What is azo? Nitrogen-nitrogen double bond as the primary chromophore their molecular structures. More than half the commercial dyes belong to this class, and these dyes are highly colored and are prepared by diazotizing and aromatic amines and coupling with the suitable aromatic compounds. You can see the structure of para red, and this is the structure of para red. You can see here the azo function group present in para red. Now friend, methyl orange, you can see the structure and see the nitrogen-nitrogen double bond. Bismarck brown, you can see the structure and there are two nitrogen-nitrogen double bond. You see the Congo red, and there are two nitrogen-nitrogen double bond present in Congo red. Azo dyes account for the approximately 60 to 70% of the all dyes used in food and textile manufacture. In theory, azo dyes can supply a complete rainbow of colors, but yellow, red dyes are more common as blue or brown dyes. Now friend, tri-aryl methane dyes. Tri-aryl methane dyes are synthetic organic compounds containing triphenyl methane backbones. Trimethyl methane backbone, just remember it. Friend, these compounds are intensely colored and are produced industrially. In tri-aryl methane dyes, a central carbon is bonded to 3 aromatic rings and one is in the quinonoid form. Oxochrome are NH2, NR2 and OH. This is the example, malachite green. Now friend, phenolphthalein, you can see here OH group is present. Malachite green is used as a direct dye for wool and silk. Phenolphthalein is used as acid base indicator. Now friends, I am going to further add your knowledge anthraquinone dyes. Anthraquinone dye, any of group of organic dyes having molecular structure based upon that of anthraquinone. If anthraquinone ring is there, means it belongs to anthraquinone dyes. You can see one example here, alizarin. You know alizarin contains this anthraquinone ring. Alizarin is the main ingredient for the manufacture of the madar-like pigments known to painters as rose madar and alizarin crimsons. Alizarin is also used commercially at the red textile dyes. Now friend, indigo dyes. Indigo dye is an organic compound with a distinctive blue color. Historically, indigo was a natural dye extracted from the plants, but today nearly all indigo dye is produced synthetically. It contains carbonyl chromophore. You can see here the structure of indigo. The primary use for indigo is as a dye for cotton yarn, which is mainly for the productions of denim cloth for the blue jeans. Small amounts are used for dyeing wool and silk. Now friend, what is the classifications? A classification by methods of applications. Method used for applications depends on the nature of both dye and fabric. They are classified on the basis of technique employed for their applications. Now, one is direct dyes, carried out in a neutral or slightly alkaline dye solutions. It contains acidic or basic oxochromes. It has polar in nature. Used on cotton, paper, leather, wool, silk and nylon. Now friends, I will give you some example. Mauritius yellow, acidic oxochrome. You can see fiber contains NH2 group, dye contains OH. After reactions, dye contains O and fiber contains NH3 plus. Now wet dyes. You know what is the wet dyes? Insoluble in water, soluble in sodium hydrosulfide, great affinity for cotton and fibers. Indigo is a good example of wet dyes. You see the indigo, blue water salt insoluble and colorless water insoluble, and change the keto to enol functionality. Friend, which bind the dye fast to the cellulose fiber that contains ethereal oxygen and OH groups. Now friend, what is mordant dyes? Mordant dyes, the characteristic properties is like that: non-natural affinity used with the help of salts. Mordant aluminum on chromium oxide salts. Fiber is first treated with the mordant and then with dye solutions. Insoluble coordination complex between fiber and dye. Friend, most suitable for wool and nylon. Now you can see here how aluminum and fiber and alizarin is coordinating. So this is the coordinations compound of alizarin with aluminum. So friend, you can see chrome mordant, sodium bichromate. For ones, wear gloves while handling, keep out of reach of children. Now you can see copper mordant, copper sulfate, 1 pound, wear gloves while handling, keep out of reach of children. You can see azoic dyes. Now you can see azoic dyes, water insoluble. Two components react to produce the dye, usually phenol or naphthol or aniline. This method of dyeing cotton is declining in importance due to the toxic nature of the chemicals used. Now friend, you can see the method of preparations of conjugate dye, how it is starting from the aniline. Everybody know the aniline structure, and from aniline to phenyl azo-2-naphthol, and this phenyl azo-2-naphthol is commonly known as organic red dye. Now friend, dispersed dye, insoluble in water, but colloidal form can be formed. These colloidal fine particles are absorbed into the crystal structure of fabric, used to dye nylon, orlon, polyesters and cellulose acetate. So you can see the structures: CI basic blue 3 and CI basic greens. So friends, hope this video will be helpful to you. If you like this video, then subscribe my channel, and thanks for watching.